of GST prior to 1st of July 2017. There was a lot of uncertainty and trepidation amongst the departmental officers regarding the fate of CBIC and its officers. Mercifully, the doomsday prediction has proved to be wrong. GST has gone from strength to strength, and so has the CBIC. The central government taxpayer base has increased from about 37,86,000 on 30th June 2017 to 61,47,000 on 30th May 2024, which marks an increase of 62.35%. Simultaneously, the work profile has broadened and data analytic tools holds limitless potential, which our officers are leveraging very well. I must say that overall, there is a greater dynamism and coherence in the whole indirect tax ecosystem. In fact, GST is held as a shining example of cooperative federalism, with GST Council being its keystone. One of the metrics to measure the success of GST is the continuous upward curve of GST collection. In the first full year of implementation of GST in financial year 2018 and 19, the annual gross GST revenue collection was rupees 11.77 lakh crore, and average monthly collection was rupees 98,083 crore. However, this jumped in 2019-20 to an average monthly collection of more than rupees 1 lakh crore. It was 1,01,844 crore. Since then, our average monthly collection has gone from strength to strength. During the FY 23-24, it was rupees 1,68,187 crore, and the gross GST collection was rupees 20.18 lakh crore. We had a record collection of rupees 2,10,267 crore in April 2024. And so far, the average monthly collection during 24-25 is rupees 1,91,503 crore. So we are almost knocking at the threshold of reaching another landmark of gross collection of rupees 2 lakh crore per month. Recently, we have successfully completed migration of ACES GST to GST and back office on 3rd June 2024. This has been a very bold step, and the successful transition has been made possible by the wholehearted support and hard work of the field level officers, spearheaded by Principal DG, DG Systems, and CEO GSTN and their respective teams. There are some continuing concerns which we are confident we'll address together. CBIC has been at the forefront of addressing problems and issues raised by the stakeholders. In the 53rd GST Council meeting held recently on 22nd June of this year, we addressed approximately 44 law-related issues and several tax-related issues raised by the stakeholders. This proactive approach has been appreciated by all. The recently released Deloitte survey of GST at 7, titled Insight in the 7th Year of GST, has showed that an impressive 84% of participants reported a positive perception of GST in 2024. This is a significant increase from 72% in 2023 and 59% in 2022. This confirms the growing confidence in the government's continuous efforts to enable ease of doing business measures and to make GST more business-friendly. Amongst the various positive aspects recognized by the stakeholder, I would particularly like to highlight the positive feedback regarding stakeholders' engagement, where 45% respondents have appreciated open communication with key stakeholders and timely issuance of circulars and instructions. While a lot has been achieved, a lot more still needs to be done. With this mantra, we have to move forward and ensure that GST experience becomes better and better, both for the tax administration and the taxpayers. And in the very near future, our GST taxation system gets to be rated as the best in the world. For this, we need to continue to work hard and work together as a team. A continuous dialogue between the board and the field formations, as well as state administrations, taxpayers, GSTN, and all other key stakeholders will go a long way in improving our tax administration and compliance environment. I once again welcome everyone for the celebration of the 7th anniversary of the GST Day and wish one and all a very successful year ahead for the GST. Thank you. Jai Hind.
India's state landscape and foster inclusive development across diverse sectors. To commemorate the 7th GST Day, a short film has been prepared which reflects on how this landmark tax reform has bolstered trade resilience, streamlined business operations, fostered investors' confidence, and accelerated comprehensive sustainable economic growth and national. I would request the team to play the video, please.
एक जुलाई 2017 की मध्यरात्रि का वो ऐतिहासिक पल जब भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था में एक बड़े बदलाव ने दस्तक दी और पूरे देश ने आर्थिक एकीकरण के युग में कदम रखा। यही वो पल था जब माल और सेवा कर यानी GST का शुभारंभ हुआ। यही वो पल था जब वर्षों से अपेक्षित एक राष्ट्र, एक कर, एक बाजार का सपना साकार हुआ।
आज मेरे देश के छोटे छोटे व्यापारियों की मदद से, उनके से नएपन को स्वीकारने के उनके स्वभाव के कारण आज देश ने GST लागू कर दिया। व्यापारियों में एक नया विश्वास पैदा हुआ।
पिछले 7 वर्षों में इस नवीन कर व्यवस्था ने न केवल व्यापारियों के लिए कर अनुपालन को सरल बनाया है, बल्कि उनके व्यापार को सुगम बनाकर नई ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचने में भी मदद कर रहा है। GST पूर्णतः एक ऑनलाइन सिस्टम है जिसमें रजिस्ट्रेशन से लेकर रिटर्न तक सभी प्रक्रियाओं को पारदर्शी एवं सरल बना दिया गया है। डेटा पॉपुलेशन जैसे फीचर से सही और तेज अनुपालन के साथ ही इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट लेना भी आसान और तेज हो गया है। जैसे डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म से जहां ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस में बढ़ोतरी हुई है, वहीं कर अपवंचन को रोकने में भी काफी मदद मिली है। ईमानदार व्यापारियों और करदाताओं को प्रोत्साहन भी मिला है। इन सभी सुविधाओं का असर उत्पादन, वितरण और लॉजिस्टिक्स लागत की कमी के रूप में स्पष्ट रूप से दिख रहा है। GST की परिकल्पना में छोटे व्यापारियों की सुगमता पर विशेष ध्यान दिया गया है। GST ने छोटे और मध्यम व्यापारियों के लिए व्यापार के अवसरों को बढ़ाया है। अब बिना किसी क्षेत्रीय कर बाधाओं के पूरे देश में अपने उत्पाद और सेवाएं आसानी से बेच सकते हैं। 40 लाख रुपए तक के वार्षिक टर्नओवर वाले छोटे व्यापारियों को इसके अंतर्गत पंजीकरण से छूट दी गई है। 1.5 करोड़ रुपए तक के टर्नओवर वाले व्यापारियों के लिए कंपोजिशन स्कीम एवं 5 करोड़ रुपए तक के टर्नओवर वाले व्यापारियों के लिए QRMP स्कीम का प्रावधान दिया गया है, जिनके अंतर्गत अनुपालन में काफी रियायतें मिलती हैं। रिफंड प्रोसेस ऑनलाइन और GST एवं कस्टम्स के सिस्टम इंटीग्रेशन से एक्सपोर्टर्स को मिलने वाले IGST प्रोसेसिंग के समय में उल्लेखनीय कमी आई है, जिससे उनका कैश फ्लो बेहतर हो रहा है। GST के लंबित मामलों के शीघ्र निपटान हेतु हाल ही में GST एपेलेट ट्रिब्यूनल का भी गठन किया गया है। ये व्यापारी सशक्तिकरण का एक नया युग है, जहां हर व्यापारी को समान अवसर मिल रहे हैं, जिससे वह देश की आर्थिक वृद्धि में बढ़ चढ़कर हिस्सा ले रहा है। वर्ष 2017 के मुकाबले GST के अंतर्गत पंजीकृत व्यवसायों की संख्या में दुगुने से अधिक की बढ़ोतरी हुई है। इतना ही साल भर GST के अंतर्गत हो रहे राजस्व संग्रह में भी अभूतपूर्व वृद्धि हो रही है। ध्यान देने योग्य ये भी है कि जीएसटी के अंतर्गत आम उपयोग में आने वाली अधिकतर वस्तुओं पर लगने वाला कर पहले की कर व्यवस्था से कम है, जिससे आमदनी की बचत में बढ़ोतरी हुई है। अप्रैल 2024 माह में तो जीएसटी के अंतर्गत कर संग्रह ऐतिहासिक 2.10 लाख करोड़ रुपए तक पहुंच गया। आप सभी के जीएसटी योगदान से भारत सरकार को विकास कार्यों के लिए अधिक संसाधन उपलब्ध हो रहे हैं, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप आज देश का गांव-गांव उन्नत हो रहा है। लगातार नए स्कूल खुल रहे हैं, लोगों को मुफ्त इलाज मिल रहा है, गरीबों को पक्के मकान मिल रहे हैं, पक्की सड़कें बन रही हैं, देश की आंतरिक एवं बाह्य सुरक्षा को मजबूती मिल रही है, विश्व स्तरीय कॉलेजेस एवं रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट्स का निर्माण हो रहा है, युवाओं के सपने साकार हो रहे हैं और एक समावेशी भारत का निर्माण हो रहा है। ये समग्र विकास का एक स्पष्ट उदाहरण है, जहां हर नागरिक को लाभ पहुंच रहा है। आज जीएसटी की मदद से देश का व्यापार सशक्त हो रहा है, जन जन का समग्र विकास हो रहा है, देश नित नई ऊंचाइयां छू रहा है, विश्व पटल पर हमारा सम्मान बढ़ रहा है। विकसित भारत 2047 का हम सबका सपना साकार हो रहा है।
धन्यवाद। मैं अब माननीय अध्यक्ष सीबीआईसी श्री संजय अग्रवाल जी से अनुरोध करती हूं कि इस सुअवसर पर सभा को संबोधित करें।
Members of the board, principal CCs, DGs, principal commissioners, other senior officers, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to everyone on the occasion of 7th anniversary of GST. I am very happy to address the gathering on this auspicious day, and I welcome everyone and greet everyone on the 7th anniversary of GST Day. The GST was introduced on 1st July 2017, and it subsumed 17 local taxes that included central excise duty, service tax, VAT, and 13 cesses into one tax, that is GST, and that was applied across the entire country, which created one nation, one tax, one market. As you know that prior to introduction of GST, though the central excise duty and service tax was applied or levied across the entire country, but VAT was levied by the states, and that created artificial borders in the movement from across the states. There were forms which were required for movement of goods from one state to other. There were checkposts at the borders, and that impeded the free flow of goods from one state to other. All that has come to an end with this watershed reform in indirect taxation in the country, which truly integrated the country on economic frontier. And like European Union, we have created a very big market where the seamless flow of goods was ensured. And it is not only the one rate of tax which is applied across the country, the procedures which have to be followed or the compliances which are required have also been unified, and an online platform has been provided through GSTN for entire filing by the taxpayers, whether it is for registration, returns, or for refunds, or any other application.
तो धोने में डालो क्या कर रही हो अभी खाना बनाने की तैयारी शुरू नहीं की वो तो खड़ा है गेट पे वहां पे छोड़ो इसको रखो जरा.
And another landmark thing which has happened in the current year is that now all the tax administrations, they are following one system. And on that front also, now the entire country is unified and everyone is using the same portal for processing of the applications returns, and that is again giving a unified experience to the taxpayers. One more thing is, it is not that we all will be working on one platform. The major benefit which is likely to accrue is that now the best practices followed by the tax administrations will be there on the GST, and the synergies will lead us to a better system, and whatever may be the improvements which can be brought on GSTN for the convenience of the taxpayers can be brought, and for compliances also, whatever best practices are being followed by various tax administrations can also be brought on GSTN, and the information sharing will become easier for the compliances. So this all will lead to better compliances and better tax administration as far as GST is concerned. The theme of this year, GST, that is Sashakt Vyapar Samagra Vikas, is very apt theme, that unless the businesses are strong, the economic activity cannot happen in the country. So it is very important that we provide the right ecosystem to the businesses so that as far as tax is concerned, they can comply it with ease, and that will lead to strengthening of the businesses, and we have to provide them predictability, certainty in taxation matters also, and that will lead to overall development of the country. So the theme that way is very apt, and we are already working on our 100 days plan as well as on the action plan for next 5 years and further plan for 2047 for Viksit Bharat. So simplification and the measures which are required to be taken for ease of doing business are very important, and that will lead us to an entire ecosystem where the taxpayers will find it very convenient to comply with the law. And the subsequent notices or the inconvenience which is caused by the litigation can be avoided. And as already been mentioned by a member, and in the video also you have seen the taxpayer base has gone up when GST was introduced from 67 lakhs to 1.46 lakh 1.46 crore taxpayers. So that is a quantum jump in the number of taxpayers who are registered on GSTN for discharging their GST liability, and the monthly revenue, which was 98,000 crores in 2018-19, has now gone up to 1.68 lakh crores on an average every month in last financial year. It's a quantum jump. In addition to that, last year the revenue collection has crossed the mark of rupees 20 lakh crores. And as mentioned, that in the month of April, the revenue collection was 2.1 lakh crores, which was all-time high. These are the figures which gives us confidence that we are moving in the right direction. The compliance level is going up. The GST revenue growth will be in line with the nominal GDP growth with certain tax buoyancy. So we'll have to keep our efforts on the compliance front by nudging the taxpayers for the timely return filing, or by scrutiny, or by audit, or in cases where it is absolutely essential, by enforcement action. So all these strategies will lead to a better compliance behavior by the taxpayers, will lead to robust growth in GST revenues. But one important thing which we'll have to keep in mind, that apart from revenue growth, we'll have to keep in mind that there should not be any pain points in discharging the tax liability, and for that we'll have to keep in mind that unnecessarily demand notices are not issued, and in that direction you might have also noticed that in GST Council meeting, which was held on 22nd June, several measures have been taken for amending section 73 and 74. And the time limit which is now being provided for adjudication has been increased so that there is sufficient time for the taxpayers to reply and for officers to take into consideration their replies, or so that earlier the time limit which was provided was felt to be insufficient, and that was leading to passing of orders in hurry and in a mechanical manner. So once these changes which have been approved by GST Council are brought in law, the things will, I think, will certainly improve as far as ease of doing of business is concerned. And GST Council, which is a constitutional body, is very proactive in clarifying the issues. So far, more than 206 circulars have been issued clarifying the position of the tax administration on the various issues which have cropped up in implementation of law. So the endeavor of the government is always to bring clarity on the issues as early as possible so that unnecessary litigation can be avoided. Apart from that, a lot of measures have been taken in last 1 year for helping the small businesses. And as you know that e-commerce is the platform on which now more and more transactions are taking place. People are buying online, and therefore it is necessary that small businesses are also provided a foothold on e-commerce. So earlier the small businesses who were not registered because they were falling in the threshold of 40 lakhs turnover, so they are also now allowed to operate and sell their goods through e-commerce platforms. In addition to that, composition dealers are also allowed to sell their wares on e-commerce platform. That is a boost which has been given to small businesses. Apart from that, another scheme, so that that is RBI scheme, and which is voluntary in nature, where that GST registration and return filing behavior of the taxpayers on their consent is shared with the banking system so that they can get frictionless credit. So that is another step by sharing the databases on voluntary basis, so that the small businesses who otherwise have very little collateral for taking the loans can be provided loans on the basis of their discharge of their GST liability. It's a win-win situation for them. Apart from that, many other measures have been taken, like in this earlier period of the GST introduction, there were in certain cases challenges were being faced by the small businesses. They could not file their return in time, so late filing fees have been, the penalties have been waived. Late filing fees have been either fully or partially have been waived. Similarly, for those periods, now if the notices have been issued under section 73, the interest and penalty waiver has also been approved by GST Council. Apart from that, the ITC which can be taken, so that time limit has been increased so that they can avail ITC for discharge of their liabilities. All these are steps towards reducing the litigation. So because litigation can lead us to nowhere. There will be liabilities, there will be confirmed demands which may not be realizable. So the very idea is that we clean up the system in such a manner that whatever has happened in past is taken care of in a reasonable manner, so the businesses can also continue, as well as they comply with whatever they could not comply at that particular point of time. In addition to that, now the monetary limits have also been fixed so that we don't unnecessarily litigate the matters before the appellate forums. So the limits are more or less at its used to be in case of central excise and service tax, but in case of appellate tribunal, it is lower as compared to what is there for filing the appeal before CSTAT, that you might have also noticed. In addition to that, filing of appeals before the commissioner appeal, that time limit has also been increased, because earlier the communications were being sent through portal and all taxpayers were not aware of that the communication has come through the portal, because they may not be opening it up, and they were used to having receiving postal communication. So wherever there was any pain point, so those have really been taken care of. And now the important thing is that the field formation should continue to engage with the taxpayers on regular basis. I would suggest that all the chief commissioners, they have some open house with the taxpayers, maybe on quarterly basis, so that they know their difficulties. Those difficulties can be noted down and can be sent to the DG GST, so that those can be compiled and can be looked into by the department. In addition to that, the measures which have been taken by the department on the basis of GST Council recommendations, those are taken to them. They can be told about the positive impact that these measures are going to make in running their businesses. Those should also be highlighted, so that there is all around positivity. And as mentioned by member, that in a recent survey by Deloitte on perception, 84% respondents have given the response of positive perception about GST on 7th year of GST, as compared to 59% in 5th year of GST and 72% on 6th year of GST. So it's a marked improvement. It is done on certain areas where now the taxpayers feel that there is a continuous and proper engagement with the department. But there are areas where we keep on hearing that litigation has gone up, but that may be because the time limits which are there in the law were coming to an end, and therefore a lot of show cause notice have been issued. But I think that situation will also be partially corrected once the amended section 73 and 74 come into place by way of section 74A for the current year onwards. So these are all the positive steps which have been taken up, and GST is still, although 7 years are completed, but it's a young law, and any new law takes its own time in taking care of the friction points. So, but the good thing is that in GST, because there is a constitutional body and which can look into all these issues and can take quick decisions collectively. So decision making always become easier if it is done collectively, and therefore some very good and bold decisions have been taken by the GST Council to mitigate the difficulties faced by the taxpayers. And with these words, I acknowledge and appreciate the good efforts made by all the stakeholders and taxpayers in the continuous growth of GST, and the GST has stabilized, and the good revenue growth is testimony of that. And for that, as department, GST department, we acknowledge the efforts made by them. And initial years, they might have faced difficulties, but those difficulties are being addressed through the positive steps and positive recommendations which have been received from GST Council. And now to express my heartfelt all present attending this function for their continuous hard work that has contributed in compliances are very good on GST. And as I understand that when GST was introduced, that time the department held regular webinars with the taxpayers to educate them, to tell them, or to address their difficulties, issue clarifications. That spirit need to be continued And therefore, I'm suggesting that the formations at the zonal level, they hold a quarterly open house with the taxpayers and coordinate with the state GST department also. So the collective effort is made for addressing the grievances of the taxpayers and listen to their concerns, and those concerns can be highlighted to board through DGGST. With these words, I again wish you and greet you on the 7th anniversary of GST. Thank you.
माननीय अध्यक्ष, सीबीआईसी द्वारा दिया गया संदेश केंद्रीय प्रत्यक्ष कर एवं सीमा शुल्क बोर्ड के समस्त परिवार का मार्गदर्शन एवं उत्साहवर्धन करने के साथ साथ सभी अधिकारियों को अपना अपना योगदान सुनिश्चित करने में मदद करेगा. Moving further, we
This
proceed
meeting
towards
is
a
being
short
recorded
presentation
and summarized.
displaying the 7-year logo and depicting the thought process in its design. The GST logo's creation is driven by the vision of a cohesive tax system benefiting all Indians. Its design elements evoke a sense of efficiency, integrity, and forward thinking, reflecting the aspirations of a modern tax administration. May we have the video, please?
The 7 years of GST logo encapsulates its journey with 7 radiant bars, each being a testament to simplification of law and facilitation of taxpayers.
हमारे विभाग के अफसरों ने उत्कृष्टता का एक नया उदाहरण सिद्ध किया है. चूंकि यह दिन अधिकारियों द्वारा किए गए अनुकरणीय कार्यों और सेवा के प्रति दिखाई गई उनकी प्रतिबद्धता का सम्मान करने के लिए मनाया जाता है, इसलिए उनके उत्कृष्ट योगदान की मान्यता में अब हम उन्हें प्रशस्ति पत्र प्रदान करेंगे. मैं माननीय अध्यक्ष केंद्रीय प्रत्यक्ष कर एवं सीमा शुल्क बोर्ड श्री संजय अग्रवाल जी से अनुरोध करती हूं कि कृपया अधिकारियों को प्रशस्ति पत्र प्रदान कर सम्मानित करें. First we have from GST Council Delhi Shri Shitendra Verma, Additional Commissioner. From DGGST Delhi, Shri Tagadi Manjunath, Additional Director. From TRU1, Shri Nitin Gupta, Technical Officer. From TRU2, Ms. Anna Saucer Thomas, Technical Officer. From GST Policy Wing, Ms. Soumya, Deputy Commissioner. From GST Policy Wing, Shri Nitesh Gupta, Deputy Commissioner. From DGTS Delhi, Shri Harish Kumar Rathi, Assistant Director. From DGTS Delhi, Shri Ravi Kumar Athotra, Inspector. From DGGST Delhi, Shri Sushil Kumar Ken, Tax Assistant. धन्यवाद सर. I would now request the Zonal Chief Commissioners and Directors General to award the certificates to their officers. I would call the names of officers to come and collect their commendation certificates. I would request DG HRD, Delhi to award give the award to Ms. Pallabika Datta, Additional Director. Thank you. I would now request Principal DG Systems to give the award to Ms. S. Saraswati, Joint Director. I would now request Principal DG Systems to present the award to Shri Sadish Kumar K, Deputy Director. Thank you. Now Shri Amit Vashisht, Inspector from DG Systems. Thank you, sir. I would now request DG Arm Delhi to give the award to Shri Rahil Gupta, Joint Director. Thank you, ma'am. I will now request Principal DGGI to give the award to Shri Nishant Kumar from SNU East Kolkata, Deputy Director. Shri Shivam Dattare Dhamanikar, Deputy Director from DGGI Mumbai Zonal Unit. Shri Thorat Abhijit Lakshman, Deputy Director from DGGI Mumbai Zonal Unit. Shri Gopal Dangi, Deputy Director from DGGI Delhi. Shri Michael Andrew, Senior Intelligence Officer from DGGI Mumbai Zonal Unit. Shri Damanna Nikhil, Intelligence Officer from DGGI Bengaluru Zonal Unit. Shri Devender Man, Intelligence Officer from DGGI Gurugram Zonal Unit. Thank you, sir. I would now request CC Pune to present the award to Shri Kumar Ambrish, Deputy Commissioner from CGST Commissionerate Pune 1. Thank you, sir. I would now request ADG Nasan ZTI Vadodara to present the award to Shri Reji Varghese Matthew, Assistant Director. I would now request CC Kolkata to present the award to Shri Prabir Mukhopadhyay, Assistant Commissioner. I would now request CC Panchkula to give the award to Shri Pradeep Kumar Kaura, Assistant Commissioner. I would now request CC Bhopal to give the award to Shri Manas Dikshit, Superintendent. Thank you, sir. I would now request Principal CC Delhi to present the award to Shri Sachin Gautam, Superintendent from CGST Audit 1 Commissionerate. Thank you, sir. I will now request CC Thiruvananthapuram to present the award to Shri Sahiruddin N, Superintendent from CGST Audit Commissionerate, Kochi. Thank you all. Taking into account the requirement from field formations all across India, DG GST embarked upon the task of making a handbook of GST. As time and again, we have been calling GST as a good and simple tax, this handbook, in a clear and simple language, is designed to be a comprehensive yet concise guide to assist the departmental officers till the cutting edge level in implementing the law, rules, and regulations. The handbook is a how-to referencer, especially at the range and division level. The compilation also highlights the teamwork by the officers. We express our special gratitude to member GST, Sri Shashank Priyaji, for his valuable inputs, Principal CC, CGST Delhi, Sri Rajesh Sodhi ji, Principal DG, DG Systems, Sri Yogendra Garg ji, for the keen insights, and all the officers of the drafting committee. Peer review ensured inputs from the CGST zones too. We hope it brings standardization of procedures and working in all zones. मैं माननीय अध्यक्ष केंद्रीय प्रत्यक्ष कर एवं सीमा शुल्क बोर्ड श्री संजय अग्रवाल जी और सीबीआईसी के सभी माननीय सदस्यों से अनुरोध करती हूं कि कृपया पुस्तक का विमोचन अपने शुभ कर कमलों से करें। आप सभी का अत्यंत धन्यवाद। A short video is prepared presenting the contents of the book. May we have the video, please? Thank you. I now call upon Ms. Farah Iqbal Gupta, Additional Director General, DG GST, to deliver the vote of thanks, please.
Respected Chairman, CBIC, Shri Sanjay Agarwal ji, esteemed members CBIC, my seniors and colleagues. On this auspicious occasion of celebration of the 7th GST Day, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to this event. Let me begin by thanking the board for their vision and commitment. Their continuous efforts have paved the way for a more efficient and transparent tax system. I thank the chairman and member GST for sharing their valuable insights today. Thank you for enlightening us and enriching this celebration. I thank DG GST for its meticulous planning and efforts. DG GST has worked tirelessly behind the scenes, and its commitment ensured that every detail was attended to, which has led to this memorable event. Next, a special mention must be made to DG Taxpayer Services, whose creative campaigns and informative outreach helped raise awareness about GST and its impact. I thank DGTS for designing the creatives for this event. I would also like to thank CGST Delhi for their seamless coordination, ensuring that all the logistics were well taken care of. I thank the hardworking support staff here at Culprix and appreciate their dedication. I congratulate the awardees for the well-deserved recognition. I conclude with expressing our deepest thanks to everyone who contributed towards making the 7th GST Day celebration a resounding success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
With this, the event has come to a close. Thank you all for being a part of this meaningful GST Day commemoration. I once again wish one and all a happy GST Day.
Financial year 2024. Further, advanced data analytics is being used to detect potential tax evaders so that the process is not intrusive. Wings like DGRM has been using data mining to generate actionable reports such as reports on fundamental mismatches in returns, ITC frauds, to check ITC misuse, risky taxpayers list for audit. These actionable inputs have resulted in not only recovery of around 1.5 lakh crore, but also a large number of cases been detected and leading to large number of recovery. Project Advair uses machine learning and artificial intelligence for data-driven policy formulation, and by leveraging such type of technology, GST has created a platform that has not only simplified the tax compliance but has also ensured transparency and accountability. Just as has been mentioned by Chairman CBIC, this all has resulted in positive sentiment about GST in the industry. Recently, Deloitte has conducted an online survey in which response was recorded from 760 industries across 760 taxpayers across 6 industries, wherein around 84% responded positively of GST, which is a significant increase over 72% displaying same sentiment in 2023. Now, if you look at the consumer side, for the household sector, as per the recent data published by CBIC, the implementation of GST has led to reduction in prices of majority household items, such as flour, curd, buttermilk, cosmetics, television. Before GST, tax rate used to range from 28% to 31%, but now the tax rate on around 1,000 commonly used goods is now well below 18%, making GST as the biggest ever. Today, a mere 28 items attract a 28% tax rate, primarily those considered as sin goods. So, without a doubt, we can say that overall tax rates have come down drastically with the GST in the last 7 years, epitomizing the progressive taxation. And the reforms are still continuing. Recently, the 53rd GST Council meeting have introduced pivotal reforms to streamline GST framework, reduce litigation, and ease the financial burden on businesses. To reduce litigation, 53 Council has set monetary limits for filing of appeals, and this initiative aims to focus judicial resources on cases with substantial tax implication. The Council has also recommended waiving of interest and penalties on the demand notices which have been issued under Section 73, and I'm sure this is a very pleasing announcement for the Business Act and will go a long way in reducing the unwarranted litigation under GST. With this brief overview, I wish that coming years will bring greater strength, resilience, and stability in our system, and I'm sure that the future is filled with greater possibility by leveraging technology for a more seamless tax system benefiting all the taxpayers of the country. And I'm proud to be a part of this tax system and which is ever improving. Once again, I welcome all of you to this auspicious occasion and thanks all of you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Madam. That was such warm and informative welcome address, and proud thing to be the part of GST. Now we move to our next lap of our program. Commendation certificate to the officers of our department who have put in outstanding performances in the service during the year 2023-24. As the names of the recipients are being announced, they are requested to kindly come forward from the right side. I request Principal Chief Commissioner, Central GST Ahmedabad Zone, Ms. B.V. Sivanaga Kumari Madam, to give away the commendation certificate to the meritorious officers. Ms. Sonu Yadav, Superintendent, Principal Chief Commissioner's Office, CGST Ahmedabad Zone. Ms. Sheetal Parmar, Superintendent, CGST Ahmedabad North. Now the officer who has just retired last month, Shri M.N. Maheshwari, Superintendent, CGST Gandhinagar. Shri B.T. Shah, Superintendent, CGST Rajkot. Shri B.R. Pathak, Superintendent CGST Ahmedabad. Shri Narendra Kumar. Shri Narendra Kumar Rai, Superintendent CGST Audit, Ahmedabad. He is not present, he is hospitalized, so his Assistant Commissioner Dharavdave is here to receive the commendation certificate. Shri Jitendra Kumar Meena, Superintendent CGST Audit, Rajkot. Shri Bhavesh Sharma, Executive Assistant CGST Kutch. Ms. Parveen Kumari, CGST Ahmedabad South, Stenographer. Shri R.D. Parmar, Head Havaldar, CGST Ahmedabad South. Thank you, madam. I now request you to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning. Respected retired Chief Commissioner Dilip Kumar sir and my colleagues, Principal Commissioners, and senior representative from SGST, and all my officers and invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all, and greetings on the GST day today. We are all here, happily looking back at our success and looking at the figures which have doubled over the last 7 years for the monthly revenue collection. And we have also achieved the GST and BO, where we have gotten the GST and software. And this must be a very good in real time. I think that was also a very good achievement we have done this year for CGST formations. And I will come with a very prepared speech for two reasons. One is Sriram has not given me any speech paper. He forgot about it. Second thing is Preeti has given such a long feedback on the achievements of GST. So what all I was trying to say was already covered by her. And I think what all we can wish is that more and more simplification and more speed and promptness and education and reach out to the taxpayers where we can be in touch in real time and also keep on improving so that they also happily pay the taxes and get it done, get it over with that. So it's simplification and low tax rates. These are the two pillars for any happy tax system. So we are reaching that and we are moving towards that. That's what I feel, going by the less number of tax slabs and also the continuous simplification and the tax payer favoring measures which we are doing, like tax limit for appeal and more time for penalty waiver, etc. So I think we are doing good, and we should acknowledge ourselves and also remember that we are in a very good department. We are very proud to be here. We are privileged to be serving the nation in tax collection and tax administration departments, and we are progressing all in procedures and also in tax collection. So we should continue to be careful and vigilant and also meticulous in our duties and continue to do good to ourselves and to the nation by following the procedures carefully. And that's what I would like to remind the leaders who are sitting here, the principal commissioners and commissioners, to continuously guide and continuously increase the awareness of our tax officers to be very, very careful in their tax administration and also to be friendly to the taxpayers while penning the procedures, and we keep listening to the taxpayers. Balancing these two things largely depend upon the leadership of the principal commissioners and commissioners sitting here and at all levels thereafter. You would like to say something? So, sir, anything you would like to say? Why everyone is dull? No one is laughing. Sriram, I think you should say a few words. In their speech paper, so you have to comment that. Maybe what of times you are giving? No. Okay. Fine. Okay. Once again, I would like to congratulate and appreciate and acknowledge all the hard work that's being done in our zone, in all zones, and I think we should clap for all our officers for the achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam, for such inspiring and warm address. I now request Additional Commissioner Sachin Guzia, sir, Central GST, Gandhinagar, to give vote of thanks.
Respected Principal Chief Commissioner Madam, Honorable Deepak Kumar Sir, Honorable Principal Commissioners, Honorable Commissioners, Honorable Additional Director General Sir, SGST Representative, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of CGST and Central Excise Ahmedabad Zone, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing us with your presence and making this GST Day celebration a success. Today, as we celebrate the 7th anniversary of Goods and Service Tax, we have reflected on the transformative journey that GST has brought to our nation's tax landscape. Valuable perspective on the impact of GST on our economy. Our sincere appreciation to Deepak Kumar sir for gracing this occasion with his presence. Your support and encouragement is invaluable to us. We also extend our deepest gratitude to all the Principal Commissioner sirs, ADG sir, and Additional Commissioner SGST for taking out their valuable time today to be part of this celebration. I also extend my gratitude to the taxpayers who have contributed to make these 7 years a smooth journey. I take this opportunity to congratulate all those officers who have been awarded the commendation certificate today for their efforts for the department. I would like to express heartfelt thanks to all the officers, staff, and volunteers who have worked behind the scenes to organize this event. Your dedication and hard work had ensured that everything ran smoothly and seamlessly. Last but not the least, I extend my gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing this occasion. Your active participation, enthusiasm, and support has made this GST Day celebration a memorable event. As we conclude this event, let me carry forward the spirit of commitment to excellence in our endeavor for the betterment of the department and the taxpayers. Together, let us continue to strive towards a more transparent, efficient, and inclusive tax system for the prosperity of our nation. Thank you once again.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your kind words.
I want to again acknowledge especially DRI, ADG and DGGI, they are here. I saw them here, they have gone. Okay, and I thought I would make a special mention of the great work they have been doing, DRI, DGGI and DG Audit and all directorates, STAT and also NASIN, because that is all aspects of the GST. And also I wanted to especially acknowledge the SGST efforts. The biometric initiative is now talk of the whole country, and the coordination here is also well known all over the country that we have beautiful coordination. So just wanted to add these points, and I congratulate the certificate winners today. Once again, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam, for your kind words. All dignitaries, senior officers, colleagues and friends present over here are invited for the light refreshment after the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे